Bright lights city gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running Rebels of UNLV. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So New Mexico's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's going to run it. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Lobos have their offense in high gear. Quick strike complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. Open runway ahead. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Connerly. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the UNLV Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Running to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store.
If
if you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Connection to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. He'll do it himself. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The Lobos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
14, UNLV, 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and...
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Rebels want to move quickly. Looking for space. It's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Trying play action. Lofts one deep down the right side. Fires and picked off.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Gets it out quickly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Buys a little extra time. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
He'll try to do it himself. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Running it to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Lobos have taken it inside the 20. On the option. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. The 40. Past the 30. 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. Hey, he fakes it, he's going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Thomas. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football. And
oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He's looking to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll run the toss. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing third and short from the 25. The RPO, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Lobos will line it up on first and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell. Locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Lobos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Connerly. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. On the option. Now the pitch. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Belly stunner. Here we go. 691, Gators score.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico! PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Connerly. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Sanders. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Working that left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Connerly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He leaves it with his back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Goes to the option. The pitch. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Slings it. Soft spot in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here we go. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. 1st down here for the offense. Easy. Hey, Cam. Check. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's White. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Fires to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They keep attacking through the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Fast motion from the offense. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with the W.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At midfield, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity.
Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Lobos offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Just feeds the running back. The Lobos get enough for the first down. They get to the line quickly. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Got a man. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Lobos are marching down the field. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
The extra point is good.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score New Mexico 7, Hawaii 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Hawaii's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways and how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Wants to throw. It's Shager. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
It's a draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires left. It's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's going to pass. Complete to the left. All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Reads it, fires complete. And the ball squirted out. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them up.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Shager. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turn.
Oh, it's loose. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going up top. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Hit as he throws. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score New Mexico 21, Hawaii 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making.
And he's running in the open. The 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Lobos line up to punt it away. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Shager. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense.
Touchdown, New Mexico! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Number 5.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Pocket starts to collapse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He'll pitch it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. With great job in the base defense making a play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Now he's going to break the pocket. Snags it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo. On the option. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Makes him talk to the hand. Bounds some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking downfield, it's Shager. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Lobos! How about that D coming up with a play like that? And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
35. Hawaii, 21.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He wants to throw it again. Working the middle, it's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down, using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Shager. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Bulls his way forward. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. If the flag is down, let's check the call.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air. It's Shager. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Let's go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Lobos will kick it off to start the second half.
35. Hawaii. 28.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25.
29 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Sanders. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll try to get outside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlin football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Shager. Got his man. Got room at the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. This offense has a second down play. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. From the gun. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On the run, it's Sanders. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Gain of 2. 3rd down coming.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On the move. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Quarterback keeps it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Lobos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Sanders. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Lobos will hustle to the line. Now on the option. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. First and goal.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Quickly complete. Touchdown, New Mexico! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
New Mexico, 42. Hawaii, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hard running there. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the back. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Lobos will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play?
Oh, look out. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Back to pass, it's Shager. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down.
42, Spider. Freedom.
He'll keep it himself. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down.
3:25.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive.